Welcome to Smart Stock Watch, your go-to channel for in-depth financial analysis. Today is February 4th, 2026, and we're diving into Alphabet's fourth quarter and full year 2025 earnings report. Joining us is John, senior analyst from Smart Stock Watch. John, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. Alphabet has delivered a robust set of results for Q4 2025, showcasing significant growth across its core segments, including Google Services and Google Cloud.
Revenue and profitability overview. Let's start with the top line. Alphabet reported a net revenue of $113.8 billion for Q4 2025, marking an 18% increase year over year. John, what are the key drivers behind this impressive growth?
Absolutely. The growth was primarily driven by strong performances in Google Services and Google Cloud. Google Services, which includes Google Search, YouTube, and other platforms, saw a 14% increase in revenue to $95.9 billion. Meanwhile, Google Cloud experienced a remarkable 48% growth, reaching $17.7 billion, fueled by increased demand for enterprise AI solutions.
And how did this translate into profitability?
Alphabet's net income rose by 30% to $34.5 billion, with an adjusted EPS of 2.82 cents, beating the analyst forecast of 2.58 cents. The operating margin remained strong at 31.6%, reflecting efficient cost management despite a $2.1 billion charge related to Waymo's employee compensation.
Segment performance and strategic initiatives. John, can you break down the performance of Alphabet's key segments?
Of course. Google Services, which includes advertising and subscription services, continues to be a major revenue driver. YouTube alone generated over $60 billion in revenue for the full year. On the other hand, Google Cloud's revenue surged by 48%, driven by strong demand for AI infrastructure and solutions. Additionally, Alphabet's strategic investment in Waymo, with a $16 billion funding round, underscores its commitment to autonomous vehicle technology.
That's quite a diverse portfolio. How does Alphabet plan to sustain this growth?
Alphabet is heavily investing in AI and infrastructure, with 2026 CapEx expected to be between $175 to $185 billion. This will support their growth initiatives across various segments, particularly in AI-driven products and services.
Financial health and future outlook. Let's talk about Alphabet's financial health. How does their balance sheet look?
Alphabet's financial position remains robust, with cash and cash equivalents totaling $30.7 billion. They have increased their long-term debt to $46.5 billion, primarily to fund strategic initiatives. The company also declared a quarterly dividend of 21 cents per share, reflecting their commitment to returning value to shareholders.
And what about their outlook for 2026?
Alphabet is optimistic about 2026, with significant capital expenditures planned to support growth in AI and cloud services. The company is well-positioned to capitalize on emerging opportunities in these areas, which should drive continued revenue and profit growth.
Key takeaways. In summary, Alphabet has delivered a strong performance in Q4 2025, with significant growth across its core segments and a positive outlook for 2026. John, any final thoughts?
Alphabet's strategic investments in AI and cloud services are paying off, and their financial health supports continued growth. Investors should keep an eye on their AI developments and cloud expansion as key growth drivers.
Thank you, John, for your insights, and thank you to our viewers for tuning in. If you found this analysis helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Smart Stock Watch. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Alphabet's performance in the comments below.